She had 1,200 flight hours, 3 commendations, and a perfect record. But when she asked to fly the Apache, the answer was clear. No. Not because she wasn't good enough, but because of who she was. Alyssa Vega didn't flinch. She stood tall, shoulders squared, lips sealed tight. The commanding officer's voice still rang in her ears. "You're grounded, Lieutenant." Final decision. Around her, the hangar buzzed with silent judgment. Token. The word slipped through the ranks like poison. And yet she said nothing, just turned and walked away. The engines of nearby helicopters roared in the background as she stepped out onto the tarmac. The sun dipped low over the horizon, casting long shadows across the base. Her olive-green flight suit was still zipped halfway down from pre-flight checks, and as she moved, her collar shifted slightly. Just enough for the black ink on her upper chest to peek through, a flaming dagger entwined with wings. Colonel Ramsey's eyes locked onto it. His jaw tightened. He hadn't seen that insignia in 15 years, and the last person who wore it saved his life in Kandahar. He took a step forward. "Lieutenant, where did you get that tattoo?" Alyssa paused, then slowly turned. "Why?" Her voice was calm, measured. Ramsey didn't blink. "Because I haven't seen that insignia in 15 years, he said, "and the last person who wore it saved my life in Kandahar." For a moment, silence stretched between them. Then, memories flashed. Insurgents closing in, smoke rising from a burning convoy, bullets tearing through the dust. A lone AH-64 screaming over the ridge, rockets lighting up the sky. The pilot never revealed herself, only left behind that symbol burned into memory. Back in the hangar, Alyssa finally answered. "My mother wore it first. Call sign Valkyrie." The name hit him like thunder, one of the most elite pilots ever to fly. Ghost missions, no records, just results. And now her daughter stood before him, grounded not for lack of skill, but for fear of history repeating itself. Ramsey studied her face. "They recognized your name," he said quietly. "They just didn't want another Vega in the air." Alyssa's voice remained steady. "She scared people. I intend to do the same." For the first time, Ramsey looked past rank, past politics, and saw the truth. Legacy. Fire. Right. He turned to the officers behind him. "She flies, starting now." Murmurs rippled through the hangar. "Anyone who wants to argue," he added coldly, "can do it from the back of an evac bird." The next morning, Alyssa stepped onto the flight line, helmet in hand. This time, no whispers, no sideways glances, only respect. She climbed into the Apache, strapped in, and radioed for takeoff. As the blades roared to life, the entire base watched, not because they doubted her anymore, but because they didn't want to miss what history looked like. Her first mission came fast, a rogue convoy near a civilian checkpoint, enemy flagged, weapons hot. She spotted the threat, coordinated a strike, neutralized the danger, and escorted medevac units safely out, all without breaking formation. When she landed, dust swirling around her boots, Ramsey was waiting. "Your mother would be proud," he said. Alyssa just smiled. She's still watching. Weeks later, she was promoted to captain. Then came the historic appointment, the first female lead Apache instructor on base, not because she demanded it, but because no one could deny her anymore. A photo of her beside her helicopter went viral. Leatherfly, Valkyrie returns, Yosh dagger wings. Her name echoed across the internet. It wasn't the tattoo that made them believe, it was what it stood for. Legacy, sacrifice, identity. In interviews, when asked what finally changed, she always gave the same answer. You can deny rank, you can deny opportunity, but you can't silence a symbol built from blood and air. If this story moved you, drop a karma in the comments below. Let us know where you're watching from. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and stay tuned for more stories that soar beyond limits.